Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and today I'm going to be comparing the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita versions of Minecraft, letting you know about all the differences between them in a whole bunch of different categories, because I had a comment on a video recently that was like, Toycat, what are the differences between the PlayStation 4 version of the game and the PlayStation Vita, because I want to own both, and I realized that it's not common knowledge to everyone, like it feels like it is to me, that basically the PlayStation Vita version of the game is based on the PS3 version. So today I'm going to be comparing the PlayStation 4 version, the next-gen kind of system, to the PS3 and the PS Vita version, letting you know about the difference between graphics, difference in control schemes, different in like gameplay updates, that sort of thing, as well as the different functionality that you can do. Because the cool thing about the Sony side of things, compared to Xbox where you can just transfer worlds, on the Sony side there's a whole bunch of weird different functionality you can do because there's free consoles, and I want to kind of talk about that for a little bit. But yeah, so we'll be comparing the consoles today. Let's get straight into it with the graphics. The first thing you notice when you play a game, and Minecraft is a game that is very, very limited in the effect the graphics have on it, because it's Minecraft. It's literally you're placing blocks, that's what you're doing, and yeah, you can, basically, even though on the PS Vita you have a 540p screen, and on the PS4 it's a 1080p, display. So basically, it's theoretically quadruple the pixels, and in any regular game that would make it look so much nicer regardless of what they do, but because it's Minecraft, like I said, and it is a smaller screen, so, pixel density, blah, 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 but basically, because it's a smaller screen, it looks roughly the same. Like, there are some definite niceties on the PS4, and the render distance is nice, the better, object stuff looks nice, but honestly, it's, either given the difference that the technical specifications are, it doesn't look anywhere near as, stark difference as you might think, and again, it's Minecraft, it's not that big a deal anyway, so as far as graphics go, there is a nice upgrade from the PS3 and the PS Vita to the PS4, but it's not quite as big as you might expect, because Minecraft. I realize I'm going to have to mention that the game is Minecraft 500 times this video, so let's move on to the second part, and that is control scheme. What controls we have to get used to if you move from the PS Vita to the PS4 or vice versa. So basically, even though they're both PlayStation, they use the same kind of controller thing, the big kind of difference is that, you figure that they both have touchscreen devices, which are really different. However, the PS4 touchpad isn't properly being used yet, as far as I understand, and the PS Vita only has very basic touch control, which, means that in reality, if you go from one to the other, it'll be a really smooth experience to pick up. And, going from a handheld to a console, that's pretty cool. So, the controls are very similar across the two devices. There isn't any weird stuff you have to get used to, which is kind of nice. I mean, the only real difference is controlling the operating system, but that's not a big deal when you're just playing the Minecraft. So, controls all good there. So, next up, let's talk about the functionality. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because, as I said, I'm not on the PlayStation side of things, but it's so cool, the fact that what you can actually do is, if you have a PlayStation Vita and a PS4, as well as playing the PS3 version of the game on the go, wherever you want to be, when you get home, if you want to get those graphic improvements, you want slightly better, item looking, you want the, kind of better 1080p, but, downscaled instead of just 540p. If you want all these cool things, what you can actually do is using, I don't know what it's called, I think it's cross-play, remote play. Basically, if you're in distance of your PS4, you can stream the PS4 version of the game onto your Vita, so you can play in the bath, you can play in bed, you can do all these crazy things without need for a screen, and that is a crazy cool thing. In addition to that, if you transfer your PS Vita worlds to your PS3, then transfer them from your PS3 to your PS4, you can play your PS Vita worlds on the PS4, and it takes a little bit of transferring, but it's pretty cool in my opinion. So that is the functionality I want to talk about. It's a really, really nice thing, and if you own a lot of Sony devices, or Sony consoles and stuff, you get a lot of benefit from, owning them all for Minecraft, that is. So finally, let's move on to gameplay, updates, that kind of big category. So you might be wondering, is it a different version of the game? Do you get more updates on the PS4? And no, so it's all running the same console version of the game, the one we all know and love if you're on this channel anyway, and that means that it's 1.3 currently from the PC, which means you get the exact same features, everything is the same. The only difference, as far as gameplay is concerned, is on the PS4, because it has more RAM, you get a bigger world. So if you don't care about having a world that's 5,000 by 5,000, and an 800 by 800 world, which you get on the PS Vita, is just fine for you, then honestly, as far as gameplay is concerned, you might not even notice that it's a different game, and that's kind of cool, or kind of weird. And the kind of thing I want to talk about that, because while we're talking about updates, it's going to receive updates at the same sort of time as the other consoles, so that, your PS4 and your PS Vita will get the updates at the same rough time. But because the PlayStation way of releasing things is it's different times for different, continents and also different consoles, you'll get updates that are entirely different times. So you could get an update for your PS Vita, then your PS4 might not get the update till a few days later. That might be a weird transition you have to deal with, but, it's just a thing. So, yeah, that's the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation 4, compared against a whole bunch of categories. The PlayStation 4 version of the game, of course, looks nicer. It has much bigger render distances, almost double, maybe even slightly more. It has bigger worlds, and besides that, it's not a whole bunch more, besides the ability to add stuff to your functionality. If you are holding out on the PS Vita version because you think it's really bad compared to the PS4, I don't think you have to. It's a cool thing, and you can play your PS4 version in the bath if you have one, and if that's not a selling point for something, I don't know what is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like it if you liked it. Let me know if you have a PlayStation Vita. I'm curious how many of you guys are actually playing the PS Vita version of the game, because it's actually a pretty cool thing, what I've heard about so far. Other than that, thank you for watching, and here's an outro that has some of my other videos that I hope you enjoy.